Hello guys, this is Mark McBride and today we'll be playing Rengar in the jungle. This is a ranked game and I will be starting at Krugs as per usual for a jungler without mana, and I will be clearing up through to top and ganking there first. The runes I'm using I believe will be AD reds, Armour yellows, Magic resist blues and AD quints, and I'm running 21-9-0 Masteries. And as you can see here, I'm just letting the jungler know that I'll be heading top for my first gank, and it's always good to let people know what you're planning to do so they'll be aware and they'll know to be looking out for the gank. Right then, so as you can see, I've just noticed I've come to the jungle with only one pot, so I'm going to recall, grab another one, because it's quite hard these days to clear without pots, and I'll make it back in time to start the clear.
I seek only the strongest.
And I've made it back with time to spare, which is always good. These two are going to give me a hand, which is always super helpful. Take less damage, clear faster, what's not to like. And I smite the large Krug in order to gain the buff, which is a stun. And then I'll move through to red. Once that's done, I'll take my W.
Walk the killer's path.
And then here we go, start there. And the best thing to do is to get your empowered Q and then use that again. The extra damage will help you clear faster, and clearing faster will save you more health than using your W to heal, so it's always good to keep that in mind. And then from here we'll move around to the blue. And then as you can see, as I move around, I'm just looking at top to see what kind of health they're in. Because if Pantheon's low, probably best to let him know that I'd prefer him to go back before I gank. Because if you gank and they're on low health, even if you get the kill, there's a good chance they might die, which you don't want. And as you can see, I'm getting pretty low. So I was going to save my smite, but I thought best to use it. Okay, so on my current health I'm going to go back, buy my Ranger's Trailblazer, and then I'll be able to come through and gank top lane with full health, which is much safer. And as you can see, I've bought loads of pots, and some people might think it's a waste of money, but I like to have pots to fall back on just in case, so I can always gain at least some health back before I gank, or if I decide to stay in jungle a lot, seeing as Rengar's resourceless. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to E Grump, so then that way when I get to lane I will have my empowered abilities, and it's always important to have your empowered abilities ready when you go to gank, and that way you have the option of the extra damage, the stun and the heal. So as you can see, he's safe under tower, but I've hit the stun. There we go. So that's first blood to me, which is super useful. And as you can see, I've taken a fair amount of damage, but worth it, I'd say, trading for the first blood. Kassadin's coming in, and so I've hit my slow. He's flashed onto me and he's ruined me, which is surprising, but he's going to go down. I'm going to get the assists. That'll be 3 assists for us and a kill. So kind of worth, but he did a lot more damage than I was expecting, and that's my bad essentially. So yeah, gonna get boots just to aid in the mobility, and I'm gonna go back to clearing for a while before I see another opportunity. And the chances are I'm gonna start Gromp, clear my way back down through the jungle, get a gank off and then go for red. That's the idea. We'll have to see.
Walk the killer's path.
And also that's not a bad thing. Fizz got blue, so. Okay, I'm going to smite Gromp for his buff, which is just like a mini Thorn Mail, which is handy for clearing as they'll take damage as they attack you, so that's good. And we're going to keep going through. And I would say I was feeling a little bit dubious about playing Rengar because I don't really play him, but I thought he fit in really well with this team comp, so I thought I'd give him a shot. I mean, he's one of those kind of characters which is kind of hard to stay in if you fall behind, so it's always important to bear that in mind and just do what you can to at least stay on par with everyone else. In terms of levels and gold, which it can be hard for a jungler, but he's pretty effective at jungling and clearing, especially once you've got your first tier item after the machete. And obviously his ultimate is an amazing ganking tool. So, yep, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to save my empowered ability, and I'm going to try and sneak around for a lane gank here.
The scent of prey.
Cool, so I was thinking there's probably a chance that this brush is warded, however they're moving towards me. So that would imply it's not, so I've popped everything on her. She's escaped, but not too bad. Okay, Braum's gone in, tanking pretty effectively actually. We've managed to get out without dying. Caitlyn's going to fall. Nami's missed her bubble. And Jinx hasn't got the kill, so what I'm going to do is try and push the lane up so I've got an easy shot, so I don't necessarily have to tank to have a shot straight away. But she's low enough just for me to hit her with a stun, get the kill for myself. And then I just saw Vi coming down the river. I'm pretty low, but clearing that's going to give me ult. So Vi's super low, and I'm going to go in on Vi, or at least I'm planning to, so I'll pop to my ult. She's going to fall, and now this isn't the best idea, but the stun, as well as just pumping out as much damage as possible, we managed to kill him without him getting me, which was super lucky. However, secured the kill, so kind of worth. Then I'm just going to go back, heal up, probably get the brutalizer part of the ranges, just because as Rengar I find it super useful to get penetration items to maximize damage, especially against squishy targets. And I would say this is a good idea on Rengar and other champions that are like him in the way they play. So I'd say Kha'Zix, Talon, Rengar, all good people just to stack penetration on, so you get a brutalizer and whichever item suits as well. So I'd probably build this into a Youmuu's Ghostblade, as well as a Last Whisper. And also it's normally a good idea to get some kind of sustain item, which would be a Ravenous Hydra, which is good for the auto attack animation reset, as well as the AoE heal, and obviously being able to use the cleave passive as well for doing AoE damage for team fights. So mega useful items, all of them. And obviously brutalizer's cooldown reduction, which is important on Rengar as most of his damage comes from abilities. Okay, so we've seen two of them heading bot, so we've pinged it just so they're aware. They haven't reacted, which is fine. My ult's down. However, what I can do is, well, what I was planning on doing, is turning up, alerting them to my presence in the hopes that I would scare them off at least slightly. However, that hasn't happened, but Cassidy's made a mistake there where he's jumped in, and Pantheon's managed to get off a really good teleport actually. So good play from him. And now I'm pinging the dragon just because they're all down. There's not a chance that they're going to come steal this. especially if that's just 3 of us. Even if Vi does wander up, we'll be able to force her to back off, or she'll die. So, yeah, there you go. And, right, so we've taken that down with that smite. Vi's dead. And we'll take the Scuttle Crab for extra gold. And we'll go back to farming.
Whose head shall I take?
Okay, you can probably see Fizz is fighting Cassidy at the moment. Don't know how that's going to turn out, as I can't actually see it on screen. And I'm going to take blue, cooldown reduction, still pretty useful, and there we are. I'll take that. I see as I've saved the smite, as I don't need the mana buff, so I'm going to smite this guy. Keep on farming. Cool, so now I'm going to try and hit top. I've got my ulti, I've got all my empowered abilities, which is fine. Cool, so I'm just going to try and sneak up. If he stays around, then I'll go in. If not, I'll back away. So it looks like he hasn't stayed in, which is fine. Fizz is going to check and he's gone. So what we can do now, as there's 3 of us here, is get the tower. And he won't really be able to react. Don't know if he teleports up or not. It's not particularly likely. Right, so I've made a mistake there. And by attacking Gassadin, I pulled turret aggro. And then I am low, and they have fair advantage on this, so this isn't the best idea. But it worked out well. Worked out right. Wasn't particularly smart, but none of us died. Okay. And then now is a good time for me and Pantheon to go back, as we are super low. Fizz doesn't have mana. The wave doesn't push the tower, so us staying here isn't too smart. This is just being greedy for the kill, and it's pretty obvious what's about to happen. See, now what I'm aiming for here is to... Yeah, there we go. So I've popped the heal, which has usually pulled aggro onto me. And I've gone down. We got a kill, but Cassidy got 2, which is not good. But, yeah, it wasn't a great idea on our part to hang around and try and kind of get that kill. What we could have done is just gone, pushed the lane up super quick, got tower and got out of there, but even then it would have been risky. So not particularly smart, but it's not the end of the world. We're still quite ahead, which is good. So going to pick up the first couple of items for my Tiamat, a few potions, and then I'm going to head back into the jungle. And what I always try and do is try and keep on the same level as the mid laner and the top laner. And that way you can have the biggest effect. And I see people all the time that have issues with that. And it's always important to try and find a good balance in ganking and actually securing kills for your team and farming. And obviously the ranges will help with that, as the cooldown smite is lessened every time you use it, so handy for farming, and it's kind of a staple. The other items have their uses, but this one I'd say is just a good all-around jungling item if you want to have a good mix of farming and ganking, which I like to do. And it's the safe option, and as I'm not a Rengar player, I've taken the safe option. I don't think anyone will hold that against me. So yeah, I'm just going to keep clearing here, have a little wander around, see what's what. Now ideally I would have waited here for my smite to come back up so I could get the buff from the raptors, and then I'd be able to see if there's any wards around. Okay, that guy's going to go down, and then I can see a couple people via Nami kind of collapsing in, but these guys have noticed and they've backed away, so good for them. Good awareness on their part, because that could have been quite messy had they been caught. Right now I can't really see anyone, but I've got a ward. That will alert me if they're coming to the left of the tower. So there's a possibility. Oh, and bottom lane's pushed right up, so no one's going to come behind from that side of the map.
I seek only the strongest.
So I'm pretty safe. Right, so we've got 3 bot. Pantheon's coming down to assist. And there we go, that's alright. So what we're going to do, I'm going to head bot, see what I can do to help. There's a good chance I won't be able to do all that much, depending on what the enemy team's doing, but he's overextended now. There we go. So, I've missed my slow, but at the same time, oh, I missed them both. Yeah, pretty bad on my part. Pantheon's here. Here comes Vi. Let's see what we can both do here. Hit the stun. Not bad. Now what I could have done is head towards that brush and get the jump off, but I didn't. Cool. So now we can get this tower for free. Okay, Cassidy's here, and he's pretty scary. He didn't choose to jump in on us two, which wasn't a great idea on his part, as you know, he could have probably killed us without too much effort. Fizz had a lot of health, so he wasn't able to immediately burst him down. Okay, now he's jumped back in on us, but he's been stunned. I've hit him with a slow, and Braun's back. So there's a stun off, Pantheon's in. Okay, so that's looking good for us. And I'm going to flash across, and everything's going to be blocked by a minion wave, so not particularly good. I'm going to run, and there we go, dead. Us being up around there, very smart, and it cost us our lives. But, you know, we're all having a good time, having fun, bit of a laugh.
An ally has been slain.
Then I'm going to finish my Tiamat and get a Vamp Scepter for the sustain. So Cassidon's been caught out there. They've got the stun off. His team has arrived and he's going to get out. He's a Fizz. His cooldowns will be up, so that's going to cost him his life. Going on the support, not the best thing in the world, but free kill is a free kill. Good ultimate for a Jinx there. Super mega death rocket, secure the kill. Vi stopping to laugh, but not for too long, because you know she'll die. It's pretty funny.
The scent of prey.
Okay, so they're heading in for Drake. We've got 3 bot, we got Fizz coming in as well, but you know, there's not too much we can do here. So, on my ult, I see Cassie in here, and I'm going to bring on Caitlyn there. I'm going to miss, probably going to miss again. Oh no, so I've got her there. She's going to fall to me, but I'm going to go down to Cassidy. Rumble's going to go down, as he was completely separated from his team and fighting 1v3. Pantheon's pushing top, so all in all, this fight was in our favour. Not doing too badly, 4-4-5, not great, to be honest, but hopefully we can sort that. Pretty funny out from Amy as well if you missed it. Out of note, she panicked and fired it backwards, so not even remotely useful. Jinx getting another kill.
Whose head shall I take?
And we're back up. Still a bit short for our Ravenous Hydra, so I'm probably going to head back, clear a few camps and then
Team has destroyed a turret.
get back on track. Okay, that's a tower for us. Super useful.
I seek only the strongest.
Sorry about that crash. My cat is wrecking my place. That's good. So yeah, we're gonna pick up red. Clear the raptors. There we go.
Comfort breeds weakness.
And as they're all top killing Pantheon, I'm just gonna free farm. There's not too much more pressure we can add while people are still down. Back. Okay, so I'm going to come round to the side just in case anything does happen. Jinx is going to push bot, so we can see Castan and Nami here.
Shall I take?
Pantheon's coming in, he's going to ult behind them, so that's going to make it very difficult for them to escape. And he's going to fall, basically a free kill. Castan's going to get out, but that's to be expected with Kassadin. If his ultimate isn't down, he's going to get away.
Nothing will escape.
Shut down.
And Jinx has fallen to Caitlyn and Rumble. Vi's arrived, and we're gonna kind of try and loop around here, see what we can do. Caitlyn's gonna go down there, hopefully, as is Rumble. Great fish from Fizz, to be fair. So double kill. And Cassadin's gonna jump over on me. Vi was gonna come over the wall as well, so I stunned her. Stunned Cassadin. And he's gonna go down. Then we're collapsing in on Vi, so she is 100% dead here. Unless she pops flash, which she has, so that's fine.
A true hunter never rests.
I'm just going to stick a ward down. Always important to have at least decent ward coverage in the map. And we've got a fair few deep wards here in there. They're half in the jungle, which is good, so we can see their movement if they are farming alone, which people have a tendency to do, especially when they're behind. They will tend to wander off into their jungles to try and score some more creeps, so to keep an eye on them. You can collapse in on them and kill them, or push objectives elsewhere, if you can see that busy. That's important to remember. And yeah, I'm just going to farm a bit more. Get my level 12. Okay, so they're fighting. Vi's going to go down as she's alone. I'm going to run one in. Cass is going to jump the wall. That's fine. Pantheon's going to continue to push on top, so that. And we know he's doing pretty well, he's quite fed, so the chances of someone going up top and stopping him 1v1 are limited, so they're probably going to have to split and send at least 2. So keep that in mind, this little push can be quite effective. He's come in, they've backed off. I'm not going to be able to use my ult, however we are going to push him back far enough to get some damage off this tower. Pantheon's going to go down. Potentially. Decent flash. So here we go. Got the stun off. And he's falling. Now I'm going to run. I'm going to pop my flash. But I'm probably going to get out of the wall. Yep. Not too bad. Not too bad. Got a fair amount of gold as well, so I'm going to be able to finish my Hydra. And pick up a Last Whisper. Outright, which is, as I said, penetration very good on this kind of champion. Then as soon as I'm back up, I'm going to hit the mid. They'll get this tower, but hopefully they won't get a second. decent fish, he was smart not to go in there, so.
Catch their trail.
Okay, dragon's back up. So we've pinged it. And I've just mentioned we should head for dragon. And even though it no longer gives gold, it is a very important thing to have, and the stacking buff is pretty useful for getting for pressing an advantage, so always try and get it if you can. Okay, they're coming in now, but it's too late. That's going to go down. I don't appear to have vision, so I'm just skirting around the side. So I can just jump in. There we go. Styles down like that. My ult. Jump in. Gonna miss my slow. And we're all mega low, so good time to get out. They've got vision of me as well, so. Okay, so Kate's gonna find Fizz. He's gonna try and get away, but it's not gonna work. I've healed up moderately well, so we can probably catch someone out here.
There is the hunter and the hunted.
Some pretty good damage off there on the Scuttle Crab. And then the Reds come up from their side. And let Pantheon have that one. I don't really need it.
Catch their trail.
Okay, Castellan's going to jump in on me here, so I'm going to put my ult. Vi just about missed me, which is good, and I'm just gonna run now.
The scent of prey.
Okay, I can see they're refocusing. I can see where they are. Jump in, get the stun off. There we go. Secure it with the Boiler Strike. And then free kill on Nami. There we go, got the slow. He's got the kill. Nice and easy. Okay, and while all that was happening, it appears Jinx was bot, pushing. She's going to get the tower and the inhib. So again, mega useful for us, so that adds even more pressure on their base.
I seek only the strongest.
I'm going to pick up a bit of magic resist, because Castellan's being a pain, dealing a lot of damage, and it's got a lot of kills. So I'm going to get a Hex Drinker just to kind of take the edge off if I get low. So we've got all of their team mid. They're coming in. Fizz used his shot to disengage. Vi has ulted in, which has brought a tower aggro. Jinx getting in some good AoE damage. My ult's still down for 5 seconds. Jinx is going to flash in. Okay, I'm going to pop my ult. Jump in on this. Get the kill. Slow her down. He's going to flash. Rumbles going to get knocked up. I'm just going to dump all my skills on him. Double kill. Not bad.
There is the hunter.
Okay, I'm going to heal up and then I'm going to tread on this trap. Just us out the way. If there's no one around, It's never a bad idea to trap on those and clear them, just because you never know when you might be running away, not paying attention, you can get stunned. So yeah, clear them if you can, if you're not in any danger. And yeah, so that's not too bad. Got a fair amount of gold. Blues up, which I'm going to leave for Fizz. I'm going to clear a few more camps, get some more gold.
A true hunter never rests. Catch their trail. The scent of prey.
And there we go. I'm gonna loop around to the side. I'm gonna hopefully stay out of vision. Right, so now he's gonna go down here. I'm just gonna snipe her with Bowler. Aston's gonna jump in. I'm gonna jump across onto him, hit the stun, kill him with Q. Then we're gonna keep going in on this rumble. Cool, so I'm going to get out of the way before the tower kills me. And then I healed up on those creeps, which saved me, so, you know, that was pretty lucky that they followed me around the corner. Cool, so now I'm going to be able to head back with 3.2k gold almost. But at the same time, clear the crab. And then dragon's back up as well, so I'll head down there.
There is the hunter and the hunted. Walk the killer's path.
Go blues up, we'll give that to Fizz. Cool, so I've run around the side here. Fizz has gone down, so I've put my ult. So there we go. Just gonna burst him down, godlike, and they're gonna come in. So he's made the death rocket, giving me basically a free kill, triple kill. Missed the slow, so I'm gonna flash in and get shut down, sadly.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Braum was being nice and wanted to leave that kill for me. However, if he'd hit her and stunned her, I might have survived. So, and I wouldn't have minded if he had stolen the kill.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Okay, so yes, it'll be the beginning of the end, as it were. We've got top inhib, mid, and bot if we want it.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Walk the killer's path.
Cool, so that's all inhibs to us, so we'll be getting extra super minions. I'm fully built. Bar my trinket and my boots, but you'll notice I will often ignore those in order to get more items. Gonna clear that red super quick, join the rest of the team. And they're going to surrender. So other Mongrel Brides, hopefully you found this entertaining. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.